We're on the Abyss without an intro. Playing Zed and Aphelios this morning.
I'm looking forward to trying out Aphelios. I've played him once on this patch, and he seems insanely strong.
Yeah. You were popping off with him the last time that we were playing. And I was like, oh my.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, they recently buffed Aphelios' passive, leveling up stats. He gets 1 extra AD each time he levels that up, and he gets a lot more lethality than he used to. So you actually max your lethality second because you start doing almost true damage to a lot of squishy champs once it's maxed out.
Ooh. I did a lot of hits there with my...
Oh, Aphelios always has his, 5 abilities, which the confusion is great.
Yeah. I'm not too good at assassins, but I want to be better at them, so every single time I see them in ARAM, I always have this, moral quandary of, do I want to put my teammates through what is about to be some of the worst gameplay they've ever witnessed on this assassin? Sometimes I care enough to be like, I don't want to put them through that. Today, I just woke up a little bit ago. I'm too tired to care. It's just the raw, unfettered urge to assassinate in League of Legends that you're going to witness right here. Do it.
Playing Aphelios, and I have a shield. Okay, he's kind of... What?
Little boy don't know what's happening to him. Yeah, just because I don't play assassins doesn't mean I don't play assassins, you feel?
I have no idea what that means.
I don't play assassins. I feel like Duskblade's sort of a waste, but...
I would just go Prowlers. I think it's just the best stats.
Prowlers is way too 5-head for me to ever use, so I hope you don't think the active is the good part of Prowlers.
Nah, it's the best stats. It's kind of like Kraken Slayer, but for assassins, where it's like, it just gives you the best stats, so it's hard not to want to buy it.
That's fair.
But I don't think I'm going Kraken this game. The team fights are going to be too fast.
Yeah.
I think I would rather just have Gale Force to run.
Especially from the Mumu.
Yeah,
have to sprint on out of there.
Is a scary combo.
I don't know how meta we want to get with this, but I guess one thing that I was looking at yesterday is when you're doing videos, you want to have a target audience, right?
Yeah.
And it's what is the target audience with these ARAM videos that we're putting up?
People. Let's see, target audience.
Who wants to watch the stuff that we're making?
Yeah. Well, number one, ARAM players, I think, is a sensible target audience.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, there's really not a lot of ARAM content out there.
Yeah.
Especially commentated full gameplays of ARAMs, I think is a really unused market.
Okay. So oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just talking to talk, you go ahead.
Okay. I was reading this thing, as you do, and it was ooh, hello. It was saying, I was just getting into a little bit of a fight there, so I was silent while I was tussling. Assassins take more brain power than I'm used to, because I just don't know how to play. Don't know how to play video games in general, but them specifically. It was saying there were 3 sort of facets of understanding what you were doing for your videos, and it was well, first, what are you doing, or who are you doing it for?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was also sort of how, which is like what makes your videos any different than somebody else's videos. And then there was also, I'm sort of messing stuff up. And there's also sort of like your purpose, which is like why. So there's like who's your target audience and like what are you doing to differentiate yourself. And then lastly, it's like what is the purpose of your channel? Why do people come back? I need to purchase things before I leave. And I think that that was a good way of looking at it, where typically if you're doing like a business and there is no other, like let's say you set up a pizza shop and there's no other pizza shops nearby, that's typically a bad indicator for a pizza shop's success. If there's a couple of other pizza shops nearby, that's sort of prove the market, you know, so you can tap into that market that already exists.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that ARAMs are like a bad demographic or like a bad market where nobody really wants to watch them. Maybe they are. There's only one way to find out, and we're doing that right now. Oh my.
I'm really just dead. That is so depressing.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that much damage. I've taken out a Mumu before he's been able to ult twice in a row now, though. Ooh, ouch. But I guess it's like thinking about, yeah, so what are we making right now? And we're making these like sort of commentary videos that can transcend the game occasionally. Like we've played TFT, we've played Minecraft, we've played ARAMs. And then like what are we bringing to the table in these that's special that hasn't already been done yet? And I don't think we need to have that solved just yet, because like we're starting out, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need to have everything solved right away. Sometimes it's better just to get your hands dirty, and I think that that's absolutely true at this instance, where it's like, just start doing things.
Yeah, because I think you could sit there all day and try to formulate, you know, the best video. Right?
Yep. And we don't need to be doing that, but hold up, it's gonna be sick.
But we can fight people.
Oh, I can perish like a dog.
Oh, this Kenneth will not leave me alone.
But I guess it's just something that's good to keep in mind, and I think that something that we could do that's sort of fun is like, here's how we're growing and like thinking about our channel as we started, sort of like almost a video diary of like what we're thinking about as we're doing this, because I think a lot of people want to make videos. They want to, at least in some regard, set up stuff like this. And it's just like we can give them a little bit of thinking, a little bit of our work that we've been doing, and they can sort of witness it. And if they don't have enough time, or if they don't have enough energy to actually be making videos, live vicariously through what we've been doing, right? Like,
yeah.
oh, should have done that a long time ago. So I think that's sort of why I was hoping to bring in a little bit of that. Like, we're making a video, but we're also talking about our theory on making videos, because I'm sure that'll change as we keep making more and the like.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, we kind of just did that privately with Twitter, right? Like, our discussion was just about like how we wanted to run this, like, and that changed a lot over time as we tested things out.
Yeah. Especially as we grew, like our ideas about what we were doing as an account changed drastically from when we were at like 50 followers to when we were at 500 or 1,000.
Yeah.
Like there's
a lot of growing to be done, and right now I agree, we don't know what we're doing, so it's just, I think, focusing on consistency is really important, because then once we know what we're doing, we'll have the like framework and scheduling down to capitalize on whatever shows up.
Yeah. And right now, like, we are just working out that muscle of like making YouTube videos. So
Yeah, and trying out different stuff, as well as being able to do the same thing every day and
yeah,
try to make that interesting every day.
it reminds me of like just going to the gym, and I think like you were using a metaphor, you're using language that sounded very similar to that. Like a lot of the times, like I'm gonna be a bass for saying this, but I don't show up to the gym and put in like 100% of my effort every single day or whatever.
Yeah,
I'll get like, yeah,
that's standard, right? Unless you're a competitive weightlifter,
yeah. If you're a
You
competitive
can't.
weightlifter, that's sort of like your job. But for me, it's just
Yeah.
like I go there to relax, or I go there to, oh my, okay. I go there to relax, or I go there just to enjoy time. So I'll show up and I'll put in 100%. Like I'll put in 100%, maybe like 1 out of every 10 days that I go there. Honestly, in the vast majority of the time, it's like an okay workout where it's like 80%. And then sometimes I just show up and I just do like 3 squats, and I just do like a singular bench press, 1 set.
Yeah.
But those are the days that I think are important because they are just allowing you to have that habit, allowing you to have that consistency.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, as someone who's looked somewhat into philosophy, that's kind of the one of the main backbones of Stoic philosophy is like, even if you're not doing like exactly what you want, just working out the muscle every day, literally or figuratively, right? Like
Yeah.
in this case, just, even though there might be a distraction today where I don't have a ton of free time, I want to get in, do at least one recording, right? Because that's all that's going to happen today, because I got to go after this.
Yeah.
Get in, do one recording, even if it's not a great recording, get it posted, see what happens from it.
Yeah.
Just going through, making the thumbnail, all the little stuff that goes into the work of recording a video. I think it's just good to do it every day.
Yeah. What are some other instances in your life where this like idea of Stoic philosophy has been implemented? Oh,
So,
ouch.
for me, actually, it's been more implemented in avoiding bad stuff rather than doing good stuff. For example, right, skipping class the first time is like scary. You're really
Yeah.
worried about what you're gonna miss, You're worried that you're gonna get in trouble, all this. But once you do it once, it's like, oh, maybe the downside wasn't so bad.
Yep.
And then you're much more likely to skip class again if you do it and don't immediately get punished, right?
Yep. I'm laughing because in high school, like, I think I skipped class maybe like, I don't think I skipped class at all actually. And then in college, it was like, I'm skipping 50% of my classes.
Yeah, so if I did that, I don't think I would have made it through college, because I just didn't. Going to class every day made sure that I had enough info to pass all my classes, because
Yeah.
I wasn't a big homework doer.
Yeah, I always did all my homework, so
Yeah, so maybe, and not even, I would do the assignments that were graded, but I wouldn't do anything extra,
yeah.
right? Like, I was not sitting at the library studying for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I was sitting at home playing League of Legends.
More important, studying for
Yeah.
real life, aka League of Legends.
Yeah, exactly. Getting my priorities straight.
So your bout with stoicism has been more so getting rid of those bad habits or stomping them out, or just like recognizing the significance of that first time of
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
because there are a ton of things where it's like, or like eating healthier, you know, it's like, oh, I kind of want a donut today, right?
Hmm.
Then it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why do I want a donut? And sometimes, you know, you just eat the donut because it's tasty.
Yeah.
But if I, you know, ate a donut every time, it just kind of was like a passing, like, ooh, I'm going past the gas station. I know they
Then.
have donuts in there. I'd be
Yeah.
eating a lot more donuts, but I'm like, no, no, no. So now it's like if I'm eating something sweet, I know it's like I'm planning my day around it almost. It's like I'm eating a light breakfast or, you know, just having a protein shake for lunch
Yeah.
to make up for the caloric excess that is eating something like a donut.
Yeah. I think also a lot of people don't look at like the macronutrients and how many calories are in things too often. Like you
Yeah.
start eating something and you're just like, yeah, I know that that's not good for me, but you don't really realize how not good for you something is. Like if you get a shake from McDonald's, or like donuts are offenders of this, but honestly not as much as stuff like a shake. Uh, like those things have a lot of calories. Like a McDonald's large chocolate shake has like 800 calories. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Shakes are insane, but not as insane as you shaking that like button
Yeah,
and
shaking
leaving
it
a
up with a
comment.
dub.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Another dub. We don't lose anymore. We only win. So
Yep.
come back tomorrow if you want more wins.